What's up YouTube, it's the Internet Income Ninja back again with another video. And just before we get into everything, I'm encouraging you guys to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, share, so you can receive juicy updates on ways to earn money online. I'm really appreciative of you being here, and today I'm going to make it even shorter than yesterday's video. Today I'm going to do a review of day 2 of the free 5-day lead challenge. And to get things going, Russell actually gave a story of how getting leads can help businesses, not just online businesses, but even everyday brick and mortar store businesses. And in this little snippet, he's going to share, there are people who had concerns, and he was pretty much answering or resolving their concerns. Their concern was, great, there's a lot of people who are in the tech space, who are online, who love leads, they get leads, they send emails to people and whatnot. What can you do for my business? I run this form of business or that type of business. And they're listing all these different forms of businesses that they think don't need leads. And this is the response he gave. Alright? The first is, let me just let him talk. The first is regarding a gym. And this is how he helped. Actually, the first story was with a friend of his, but listen to how he and his friends helped their customers or clients use the power of leads to make money. Just check it out for the next couple of minutes.
Were asking me about, like, well, how does this work, Russ? Like I understand I need leads for my business. You talked about an email list. You build a big list. You can send emails to, but how does this work for my specific business? And so I wrote down a couple of different ones I wanted to kind of give some case studies and examples for, okay? So the first one I talk about, this is for like a traditional business, right? It's like a brick and mortar company. So I got a couple good examples of this. One of them, one of my friends actually told me this story. He lives down in Florida, and he is a guy who is like me, builds big email lists and stuff. And one night he went to order pizza. This is pre-COVID stuff, so you can still go and hang out and eat with people. And he goes to the pizza place, and he sits down. He's waiting for the pizza guy to bring him to finish cooking his pizza and give it to him. And it's a local shop, so it's not like a big chain. It's just like a local dude who's got a pizza shop and having a lot of fun. And he starts asking my buddy, like, so what do you do for a living? And he's like, oh, I'm an internet nerd, and this is what I do. And the guy's like, well, how would what you do work for me? Like, I don't understand. I'm a pizza place. How would I use the internet? Like, how does this actually work for me? And so my friend came back to me and said, okay, well, let's do an experiment. He said, right now, how are you getting leads? How are you getting people coming into the store? And he said, word of mouth. We've got a yellow page ad. We run some newspaper ads. And they had some things they were using to drive leads in. And he said, okay, what I want you to do for the next 30 days is I'm going to do an experiment. Okay, so the next 30 days, when people come into your store, he's like, I want you to give them a lead magnet. He's like, what's a lead magnet? He said, well, in your case, okay, a lead magnet for your pizza place is give people, say, if you give me your email address, I'm going to give you a free topping, or I'm going to give you a free drink or something. He's like, find something you can give them in exchange for their contact information. And the guy's like, okay, what am I going to do with it? He's like, just right now for 30 days, just get their contact information. I'll come back in 30 days and I'll show you step 2 in the plan. So the guy's like, all right. So he put up a little sign that said, give me your email address, put your business card in here, and I'm going to give you a free, free topping or something. And so the guy did that for 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, my friend came back to his place, and at the time he had 600 email addresses this guy had collected in the last 30 days. And my friend said, okay, now I'm going to show you the next step in this process. These people that came in, these are all leads, right? But these leads, we're going to put them into an email list, okay? We got 600 leads. So he took them, he went in, and he set them into an email list, and we'll talk about how to do this actually on day number 4. But he uploaded all these leads to an email list, and he said, one way you do is every single day at 4 o'clock, right, when people are still at work, they're getting ready to think, like, what's my dinner plans? He's like, I want you to send them an email. And all the email is going to say is, hey, it's 4 o'clock, and a lot of you guys are thinking about what you're going to have for dinner. If you want, I can have a pizza ready for you in the next hour. Just call this number right here, and I will have your pizza ready. You can come drive by and pick it up on your way home. Okay? So that's what he told me. He said, every single day at 4 o'clock, send out the same email. You can tweak it if you want, but just regardless, send out the same email every single day. Okay, so the guy's like, okay, I'm going to do that. And then my friend said, I want to test something though. He's like, I need you to set 2 phone numbers. I want to show you like how much more valuable this is than all the other advertising you're doing. And the guy said, okay. So he had all the other advertising would go to 1 phone number, right? So the yellow pages, the radio ads, the newspaper, everything would go to 1 phone number. Okay, then the email list went to a separate phone number. Okay, he said, I want you to track over the next 30 days, every day send out this email, and then I want you to see how many customers came in from your email list versus all the other types of advertising you're doing. Okay, so we did that, and he started sending email once every single day, 4 o'clock, send the same email. The guy didn't even edit the email, he just like copied and pasted it every single day. And after 30 days, my friend came back and said, okay, what are the stats? And the guy said, it's crazy. He said, my company has been so busy. He's like, my best customers keep coming back. Before they'd come once or twice a quarter. Now they're coming back once or twice a week to buy from me because I'm putting these messages out in front of them. He said, I did the math. He said, right now for every one phone call I'm getting from all my other advertising efforts, I'm getting 4 phone calls from my email list. And that's the power of it. Okay? So that's how it works for traditional local business. I had another friend who runs a gym, right? He was actually my trainer for a couple of years, and we were hanging out, and we were lifting weights, and he was telling me how to do stuff, and he's like, so how would your internet stuff work for someone like me? I've got a gym. I was like, and he was like, you might have to buy Facebook ads, how's it going to work? I'm like, well, you can do that, but let's go with the low-hanging fruit. I'm like, do you have a list? He's like, what's a list? I'm like, okay, do you have any leads? He's like, kind of, not really. I said, okay, well, do you have dead files? He's like, what's a dead file? Well, a dead file is someone who came into your business at one point, right? And you have their contact information. They either trained with you, or they didn't, and they left. You have their contact information, their email, right? He's like, oh yeah, I've got tons. I have a whole filing cabinet full of those. I said, okay, this weekend, I want you to grab all those, okay, and put them all on an Excel sheet, like the name and the email address of all the people. And on Monday, I'm going to show you guys a magic trick. I'm going to show you a magic trick. He's like, okay. So that weekend, he went through his dead files. He put everyone's name and email on the list. He came back, and on Monday, I was like, well, how many do you have? He said, I had a little over 300 people. I said, okay, let me show you a magic trick. I'm going to fill up your gym completely off nothing but your dead files. He's like, how does that work? I said, watch this. I took his 300 names, we put them in an email list, and I sent an email to that list. I said something, it was towards the new year. I said, I think the subject line, I tried to get it, he wouldn't let me do this, but subject line was, are you fat again, question mark? He's like, I think that's going to offend some people. I'm like, okay. We wrote an email basically saying, hey, one time you came in the gym, but you're no longer here. Right now we got a special offer where you can come in, I can do a free training session, and blah, 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 blah. He sent the email out to just the dead files, right? The 300 some people who come at one point. From that, he got 60 new clients to call him on the phone, come in and do a session, and completely filled up his gym. And I came back to him like 2 or 3 weeks later. I was like, hey, you ready for step 2? He's like, no. He's like, my gym's filled. There's nothing else. Like all my sessions are filled. I can't do anything else. Okay, all from just an email list. Can we guys understand? Like this is the power if you're a traditional business, how these email lists work. Okay. I was gonna just to get the wheels of your head spinning because everyone's like, oh, I don't run a pizza place, Russell, or I don't run a gym. Okay, this works in any business. Okay, we had a girl that used to live by us, and I think she was 14, 15 years old, and she was a babysitter. Okay, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like every weekend, it's like, oh, I want to go on a date with my wife, and then you have to call a babysitter, and like all these things. It's like, so frustrating. So we found this one babysitter. She was awesome. Okay, but the problem is she was in high demand. So like, and I didn't know why at the time, but it was like we could get her one time, and it would be hard to get her back and forth. And one day, what she started doing was crazy. Every Friday at about noon, we would get a text message. Okay, this text message went out to us and probably 10 or 15 other families who were babysit. And she would text, she said, hey, this is so-and-so. She said, I'm open to babysit tonight and tomorrow night. If you're interested, text me back, first come, first serve. And I get that text every Friday at like noon. And as soon as I came, I'm like, oh, and I try to reserve my time. Okay, and she was booked up every Friday, every Saturday. She had babysitting lined up every single week for the first, like it was insane because she had this list of 5 or 6 families, 10 families, whatever it was, that she babysat for, and every week she sent the message out, reminding them like, hey, I can babysit tonight. And we're like, oh, thank heavens, I don't gotta call a babysitter. I can this is great. And like that fast, she'd fill up her schedule just from her tiny email list of like 15, 20 people. Okay, so that's kind of how this process works. I'm gonna show you guys an example. Okay,
All right, guys. So that's real world, real life example of several businesses that have benefited from getting leads. And with this free 5-day lead challenge, you can be on your way to earning thousands of dollars per week, per month, per year. 3-figure, 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure businesses off leads. Every company uses leads to earn money. Right now, the biggest companies that you see advertising on TV are getting emails, phone numbers, addresses from everyday common people like myself and yourself. You can start your own business online, learning how to get leads. Through leads, you can promote any product, any business, any service to your audience, to your email list. The link for the free 5-day lead challenge is below. He He gives you all the tools, he gives you all the software, he gives you all the equipment, he gives you the know-how to share with you how to generate leads by day 5. Guys, it's the Internet Income Ninja. I promised I would keep this one a bit short. Thank you so much for your time. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.